What's up, guys? Welcome to the Sports Town. Today we're going to be talking about MLB stadiums. I've wanted to rank stadiums for a while. I never actually did it on my other channel. But today, on an actual sports channel, we're doing it. So hopefully we get some views. So you guys leave some like and comment below your thoughts. And I get it, you guys aren't going to agree with all of them, but I did actually put it into a 30-through-1 list. Like, I'll come back and disagree with myself. It's okay. So yeah, tell me what you would change about my list down in the comments as you go through and find stuff that you agree with and disagree with. I want comments. Follow my Instagram at @thesportstown_. I make updates all the time. As for now, let's get into it. 30-through-1. Here we go. And I want to mention, this is not based on like what good ballpark food it has. It's about what it looks like and the vibe it lets off, and well, not based on how packed it is. We're not going to base it off that because that just has to do with how good you are right now, mainly. We're just going to be talking about basically the look and the backdrop, the skylines, that counts too. Alright, the stadium universally recognized as the worst in the MLB. Number 30, the Tampa Bay Rays, Tropicana Field. It has a horrible white roof, and it has blue seats, and nothing is exciting. I like how the dirt is dark, but other than that, like, all around, it's so bad. And, yeah, fans aren't going to be motivated to come there. Number 29, it's Guaranteed Rate Field, home of the White Sox. Alright, tell me, what excites you about this place? Because nothing excites me about this place. I was in Chicago, and, like, we kind of drove past it a bit, but, like, we did drive past, we saw inside a bit, but, like, nobody, like, we totally forgot that they were even in the city. Because, like, everything was about the Cubs. But, yeah, boring, and more boring. Alright, number 28, it's the Oakland Athletics, whatever they call it, Ring Central Coliseum now. They keep shuffling around the name of that. But Oakland Stadium, honestly, my biggest problem with it is the foul ground. You're far away from the game when you're there, and it just messes up a lot. But to be honest, like, the thing itself, the stadium, like, I kind of like the home run territory. But yeah, that just, I wouldn't want to really see a game because I just wouldn't feel involved, like, too far away. At least I would sit in the outfield, but then again, it's a pitcher's park. So, like, just, like, too big, too much grass space in Oakland. Number 27. Alright, I originally had it at 29, but it's 27. It's Marlins Park, home of the Marlins. Now, it has some better lighting than I thought. Really cool lighting, but they actually got rid of that thing in center field, left center-ish, because I think Derek Jeter thought it was, like, too kiddish. So that's gone, and overall, it's a dome that's pretty boring. Yeah, I mean, I would be able to play my games here. I wouldn't hate it so bad, but it's not exciting. Alright, so number 26. This one might be a little bit debatable, because people do say good things about it. But it's Coors Field, home of the Rockies. Because guess what, guys? Coors Field, it just looks so boring to me. Like, I would like to go there to see the balls travel and stuff like that. But, like, it's all just, like, one long section of bleachers, the whole left field. And, like, Coors Field does not excite me. Like, the look of it, at least, is just bad. Number 25, one of my favorite teams in baseball. It's Nationals Park, home of the Nationals. What is there to say? A lot of Navy seats. There's just nothing exciting about Nationals Park. Alright, now, they're not that bad at this point. But, like, because, I mean, it's a baseball stadium. I like a lot of them. But, like, this one is still pretty boring for an MLB stadium. It's 24 Diamondbacks, Chase Field. It's just not one of the better domes. Although it's fairly cool. It has a pool. It has a pretty nice center field weirdness of bigness. And it has, I like when sun pokes through it too. And it doesn't have too bad of shadows. Or it doesn't have bad shadows at all. But it's okay. Not that good. Alright, this one's interesting. It's hard to place it, but it's going at 23. Not in the horrible tier, but not towards the middle either. 23, the Cincinnati Reds, Great American Ballpark. an odd one. Why? Because everything about it, for the most part, is so boring until you see that there's actually water in center field and right field. It is actually pretty cool. I love water at baseball stadiums. That is so cool. So for that reason, I actually want to visit this place. Alright, this one is a little hard to rank too. It's the Rogers Center at 22. The Jays Stadium, what do I not like about it? Well, first of all, it is better with the roof open, because when the roof is closed, it's so, I don't know though. If I went there, I'd want the roof to be closed, because indoor baseball is a different type of environment. But I kind of want it to be open. If I was there in a day game, I'd want it to be open. But like, because it's kind of a pretty, I really don't know, night game, day game, forget everything I just said. But like, I don't like how it's all like just rows of boringness of stuff for home runs. But it has that Toronto thing, and it has everything. I like the blue. And we'll just end it right there. It's the 22nd best stadium. Alright, this one's a little bit hard to rank too. Number 21, we haven't seen a game in it yet. Home of the Rangers, Globe Life Field. I'm not impressed by what I've seen of it so far. I'd say chances are better than not. It'll move up rather than down if I ever... Which I do actually plan to re-rank these every single month of April. I will re-rank the stadiums. But Globe Life Field, I'm not going to say too much because we haven't actually seen a game in it yet. It just seems to be too much like straight seats in like right center and right field without much changing. That's all. Alright, number 20, Comerica Park, Detroit Tigers. Has a great skyline, okay? But honestly, here's my biggest problem with it. Well, okay, so there's no cool home runs there. But my other big problem with it is that it's just too big. It's just too big. Like, the outfield is so far away. I just love the skyline in Detroit, though. A pretty nice place. One of the above average for an afternoon game, for sure. But, like, when you see a night game there, like, it gets really boring. Like, especially, like, seeing, like, the home runs, like, no cool landing spots. I was at this place last year. Out of the stadiums I've been at, this one actually ranks the lowest. Number 19, Philadelphia Phillies, Citizens Bank Park. I don't dislike it, but I didn't say like, oh, this thing sucks when I was there, but compared to the other ones I was at in 2019, this stadium just didn't get, it was like the second to last one I was at of the year. The stadium just didn't get me all rallied up like some of the other ones did. It was just what it was. I had a great time there, but like the stadium itself, nothing too special. I like the bullpens, how they do that, and I like not much more. It's just decent. So these 3 straight AL West ballparks, actually the best 3 in a weak stadium division, the AL West. But all these are not bad. Coming in at 18 though is the Mariners. I could have placed it higher rather than lower, so it's just somewhere decent. It's Seattle, T-Mobile Park. I wish that, like, it's actually, I don't hate anything about it, actually. It would be cool if in left field, like, there wasn't such long bullpens before the actual decks, but maybe that makes it cool. I actually kind of like that, maybe. It's just that place, okay? Late night games there. That's actually, I always think of it as a pretty nice place, but it falls actually a little bit towards the bottom half. Alright, this one's interesting as well for where to rank it, because the stadium itself is really boring. It's the Angels at 17, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. I like how it's, just that LA feel to it, even though it's like more of an Anaheim feel than Los Angeles, like Hollywood, like the Dodgers. But it's still like a great skyline, great environment because it's Los Angeles, but oh my, is a day game there horrible. But a night game, it's nice, okay? I like the home run landing spots there. It's just, yeah, I like the walls. It's just a nice place. Just pretty nice environment. Alright, so I ended up putting Houston, Minute Maid Park at number 16, the top one in the AL West. So, like, if these were, like, playoffs, like a below-average playoff team, Astros, wow, you stink. But anyway, I actually kind of enjoy watching playoff highlights from Minute Maid. I do. It's weird, but honestly pretty good. Alright, into the top half of stadiums. Number 15, Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Cleveland Indians. This stadium is just very solid and nice. That's all I have to say. It's, like, really a nice spot to watch a game. I want to go here, like, honestly, though, like, Progressive, everything, it's just all around solid. Alright, guys, number 14, I was here. It's the Milwaukee Brewers, Miller Park. Now, this stadium, I was like, oh, this is so, like, cool when I was there, because it's, like, a different type of, like, it's just different, okay? And I really like it. It's, like, the coloring is, like, a little different. You got that slide back there. It's so nice. Like, not great home run spots, but not bad home run spots. And it is so high up. This is, like, one of the highest stadiums. And I sat at, like, the top, just looking down at the game. And it was just very nice.
And now Stephen Vogt. That ball is going to fall. A base hit. A broken bat hit for Vogt. Crawford will round third and score. And now here comes Slater. The throw to the plate is cut off. The ball was bobbled. And the Giants have tied it here in the 9th inning. Oh, the Brewers just gave the Giants a gift.
Alright, number 13 is Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. Now, I actually had this run around 20 at first, but it's at 13 now. The thing is, I absolutely despise day games at this place. For whatever reason, this is one of those stadiums you cannot have a day game at. It's so bad in the day. It just is. But then at night, it's one of my favorite stadiums in all of baseball to watch a game. It's just so weird. I noticed that last year, that day games at Citi suck. Night games at Citi, sign me up. It's just all around nice, pretty big, a little bit bigger than my liking. But you got the blue and the orange in New York City. It's just good. Number 12 is a stadium I was at last season, Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs. I was at Wrigley the day before Miller, and you know, at first, well, I actually think Miller might be, like, a little bit better looking, like, when you talk about that, but, like, when we consider the environment and all that, and, like, everything, like, besides its food, Wrigley, oh, they sold $7 hot dogs, by the way, and they have some trash seats where we originally had our seats, but don't worry, just don't get a crap seat, because we found better seats. We slid into it, even on a packed Friday afternoon, we slid into pretty good seats. We were lucky to do so, or else that could have been a bit of a disastrous experience. But Wrigley, it was really nice to be there. One of the most great environments in all of baseball, historical stadium. It's really small. I was baffled by, like, how small it overall was when I first walked in. I was like, whoa. But it was cool.
Starling Marte.
And he cracks one deep to left. Marte Parte! Look at this ball! Holy moly! It's a 3-run bomb and we're tied in the 8th inning!
Alright, for number 11, let's head out west to a very cool stadium, Petco Park in San Diego. This one is really nice. Like, my favorite part of it is the Petco porches. Or, no, that's not what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but maybe it is the Petco porch or something. In left field, those stack of, like, companies in left field. Home run derby there was extremely cool. So was the All-Star game. Really nice weather. It would be a thrill to catch a game in San Diego. Alright, this is a bit interesting of one. It's number 10, Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox. Now, this one is one that I have not been at. But yeah, just, like, obviously, I hate it's, like, I just don't think it's right to have such whack dimensions. And I also would, like, I don't know. But, like, it's overall a pretty cool place to catch a game at. And just, it would be cool to be at a game with all those different dimensions. That's the main reason why it does place in the top 10. Alright, this one is probably underrated. It's number 9, Target Field, home of the Twins. It's a very nice stadium. I could go for day games here, actually, or night games. But yeah, a lot of upper decks, and I love upper decks. Oh my goodness. Seeing a Yankee Twins game here, just watching it on TV last year, was just absolutely incredible. This stadium It's just very nice. Minneapolis, you gotta come in the summer though. Wow, the Braves get a top 8 spot for SunTrust Park, a stadium that the overall feeling is just like weird kind of since it opened in 2017. But after watching the 2018 and 19 postseason here, I really like it. What I've noticed over time, and I wonder if you have too, it's the brightest stadium, and it's not even close. Like, when I was watching highlights the one time, it's actually a little hard to tell if that's just a sunny afternoon or if that's actually the lights. And it's actually the lights. It's the coolest stadium in the NL East. Like, I see, like, Phillies at Braves. Alright, that's... Or, like, Mets at... Or Nationals at Braves. Cooler than Braves at Nationals. The SunTrust Park, I like it. And it has, like, a lot of weird stuff, too. Like, it just is pretty weird, too. Wait a second. Wait, so this means Kansas City has a top 7 spot, too? I actually didn't mean to do that accent right there. Kansas City is 7. Home of the Royals, Kauffman Stadium. So, I don't like the home run landing spots too much. Like, down the lines, definitely not. Like, left center, right center, when it has, like, the fountains. Fire up the fountains. That's really cool. And I love the fountains. And it's just a really nice place to catch a game. Number 6, my favorite team, the New York Yankees. Yankee Stadium. Now, I was here way more than any other stadium. It's actually the only one I've been at multiple times. And, like, this stadium, every time, it's like, heck yeah, we're in the Bronx. Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. A night game here, so good. A day game, not terrible. Really good. Like, some people, what I love is the flags, and it's so high in the flags. Probably the highest outdoor stadium in baseball. And I love the upper decks in right and left. I don't know that it's better than the old one, but I like I'm content with our stadium. Alright, number 5, one that I actually realized I like a lot more than I thought I did. That's Dodger Stadium, home of the Marlins. Just kidding. But Dodger Stadium, home of the Dodgers. This stadium, like, evenings here, you gotta go for, like, one of those summer time games that, like, start, like, evening and get dark during the game. Like, evenings with those palm trees. Oh, my goodness. And it's also not a terrible day game spot by any means. I like it, and I like how it's, like, sectioned off, kind of. And any spot is a pretty good spot to hit a home run. I really enjoy Dodger Stadium. Top 4, Baltimore, Maryland, home of the Orioles. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Now, I was here, and this stadium, I wasn't blown away by it, but it was in 2018 when it was the Orioles, and the Yankee fans just totally took over there. But, like, when I, like, remember the 2014 playoffs, which I'm going to put a picture, which that's what the picture is for, oh my goodness, if they actually get fans, it looks so good. So good, like, a great scenery, and just, like, the brick walls and stuff, just, Baltimore, it's cool. Alright, number 3, Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals. I'm actually giving you guys some love. I like it. My favorite part is the arch is in center field. I don't believe I have it in this picture, but they also do the outfield. They, like, cut the outfield grass with the arches, which is extremely cool, too, when they do that. Now, it gets really high. There's, like, so many decks in, like, right and left field lines. And I wish they would actually, like, come more, because it's a really nice place to play baseball. Like, one of the top reasons I would want to be a Cardinal, which is one of the cool teams to play for, is because of their elite stadium. Alright, number 2, people have always hyped it up so much. I haven't necessarily always seen it, but I do give it the love it deserves on this list because it has great water, because of that. But which one that has water? That's right, number 2, PNC Park, home of the Pirates. Now, you got not quite as good water, but you got that yellow thing, and you've got just a great environment. PNC Park, I need to go there. I literally live in the state, but it's like 5 hours. Like, it's on the other total direction of the state, but, like, still, give me some PNC Park. Even though the reason I haven't been there is because the Pirates suck. And I like to see good games, okay? But, please, the stadium really good. I gotta get there, like, real soon, even if they suck. You guys know what it is. Give it to me. It's number 1, Oracle Park, San Francisco, Bay Area, home of the San Francisco Giants, the 2010, 2012, and 14 champions. This team, this stadium, when you literally have an ocean, a bay, you have a bay, okay? That is awesome. Not a river, a bay, covering your whole outfield. Oh my goodness, and you could indeed hit water into it, and you got that huge glove in left field, and you got like a pretty big stadium, but this outfield is actually nice. Like, I don't like how the Tigers have such a huge outfield, but this one I actually kind of do. Oh my, take me to the Bay Area. I just don't know how you could, like, live without going to see West Coast baseball. Thank you so much for watching my brand new video on the Sports Town. I hope you enjoyed. Comment below what you hated from this list and what you enjoy from this list, and take forward with you when you talk about this with your friends. And please share this channel with all your friends, because again, I want support. I don't know if I could keep making videos with 5 people watching. This is why I need thousands of people watching, or at least hundreds. Now follow me on Instagram at @thesportstown_, because guess what? I give you everything you need, and a lot of fun Instagram content too. It's like the expansion of my YouTube channel. But please, just please subscribe and tell... No. I already know you'll subscribe, but please tell your friends about my channel, because you know what? They need to know about my channel. That's what. Okay? See you guys next time. We'll see you Saturday as we continue our Saturday schedule upload pattern. 1 or 7 p.m. Saturday. We'll see.